1 in 5 children will be sexually abused in the United States by the time they turn 18. In the state of Utah, where we're at, 11% of our girls will be raped before they finish high school. 22% of them will have been sexually assaulted within the last 12 months. That is an epidemic that has to stop. My name is Chris Yaden, and I'm the Executive Director of the Younique Foundation. We are a charity that focuses on eradicating sexual abuse and its impacts. So there's two sides to that. There's the healing side, the impact side, which is helping people heal. We focus on adult women who are sexually abused as children and help them in their long-term recovery by learning tools and techniques they can use in their day-to-day life, at their home, or wherever they may be. And then there's the eradication side, which is that prevention side. So on our prevention side, we really focus on parents and other primary caregivers, those that spend the most time with kids, for them to learn behaviors and techniques they can implement in their day-to-day interactions with kids that will reduce the likelihood that their child will either abuse another or be abused themselves.
The Haven Retreat is one of their emphasis. It's what they started with, and it's a retreat in the mountains. There's usually about 32 women who go. All the women who are there are survivors of childhood sexual abuse, and that's any kind of sexual abuse or assault that happens before they're 18. So it's a combination of experiences and classes. Some of the experiences are yoga and Muay Thai. And both of those experiences studies have shown that they help get trauma and emotions out of the body. And so that's why they do those. There's also classes on communication, body image, relationships, sexuality, food and nutrition. I think those are the main ones.
In 2017, I had made a plan to end my life, and I actually had the opportunity to attend retreat in August, a couple months before I had planned things. And so coming home from retreats and just knowing that I've taken the first steps into healing, I was able to get rid of the plan and just give myself a chance. So for me to go to retreat and hear of the stories of the women who also, they had the same story and they were fine and they figured out a way to live, that was amazing. It's innovative because they have found a way for women to come there without the fear of, am I going to be able to afford this? Derek and Shalene Maxfield, they both felt the need to find a way to help. And they established the cosmetic company so that it could serve the purpose of helping women come to the Haven Retreat.
Before, it always felt like it was me saying, help me, help me. And this was like, here we are to serve you and to bless you. And it was just awesome.
So in terms of expansion, we have already expanded to Georgia. Our hope is that eventually we'll have the same program on every continent throughout the world, because sexual abuse doesn't discriminate. Like anything that's good people make good things work. And our staff are extremely compassionate. They're very professional, they're very talented. But you can't do this work without heart, and that's where it begins and ends.
When we left, we did the 12-week kind of follow-up program, and that was really helpful. I think that was more helpful than even the 4 days, because I could come back and say, hey, I put this into practice, it is not working, and they could tell me, oh, but if you try this, this will work.
I often think about the Younique Foundation and the Haven Retreat and the blessing that it has been in my life. Not just those four days. Those 4 days have multiplied into, it's been it'll be 4 years almost since I went. It'll be 4 years in May. And I think probably most days there's something that blesses my life from being there. And if it's not every day, it's at least every week. And so I owe them a huge debt of gratitude.
I always tell people we need three things. We need a megaphone. We need people to use their megaphone to say, sexual abuse is not okay, and we've got to stop it, and we've got to do something about it. We need volunteers. There's a lot of things that get done here by volunteers. And then the third thing is we need money. As much as we wish we didn't need money to help people heal, you need money. And sometimes people think, hey, I can't donate, I don't have a ton of money. But we get half of our donations from people that donate $1 a month or $5 a month. Each person doing what they can makes a huge difference. We need to give sexual abuse its airtime. Not take away from all these other important things that we need to focus on, but sexual abuse needs its airtime. The only way it's going to get its airtime is if we, the general public, stand up and say, this is unacceptable. This is enough. We're tired of it. We're going to stop this with our generation.